Welcome to Whiskey Society, episode 7. We are doing single barrel bourbons. We're going to compare the much hyped, much talked about, very present in the media, hard to find, out of Buffalo Trace Distilling, the Blantons, the original single barrel. So they market themselves as the very first single barrel. There's definitely people who swear by it. The cool, unique bottle. You've got the horse on top, and the different tops spell out Blantons. All that type of marketing and lore around the bottle, can't be ignored, right? But there's other really nice single barrel bourbons out there. We're going to compare, do a quick tasting of Blanton's, Evan Williams single barrel, and Knob Creek single barrel reserve 9-year, and we'll see how they compare. Episode 7, Blanton's and others, coming at you, and now.
Uncorked bottle straight to the face. Whiskey flood in my teeth, can I get a taste? Separate the flavor clean, no chase. Barrel strength in my veins, never replaced. Straight up neat over rocks, keep whiskey rare. Bottle to the shot glass, sip an angel share. Pull back the curtain to reveal.
Let's start with our Evan Williams single barrel out of Heaven Hill. Give it a little pour here. Stats on this baby, about 87 proof. This barrel specifically, barrel 282, was aged about 8 years. It goes here in Oregon for $30, readily available right on the shelf. I think it's a really nice value single barrel. Quick taste. Also quite a bit better than the Black Label original standard expression of the Evan Williams. I think that one's a little bit thin comparatively, so I suggest spending a little bit extra dollar, maybe 10 or so dollars difference. Really nice smell. Not super high proof, right? We're at about 87, but a little bit of English toffee with almonds, and then it finishes off with that nice, traditional bourbon flavor, oak, pepper, about a medium finish. Really good. Really nice value single barrel bourbon here. I think a good job by Evan Williams. Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit quicker here just because we got 3 to get through, and I want to taste all of them for you. Okay, so now we have our Blantons, named after Albert Blanton, who hired Mr. Elmer T. Lee, one of my favorite whiskey personalities, period. Elmer T. Lee also has a label named after him, also from Buffalo Trace, also a single barrel. In full disclosure, I actually prefer that one a little bit more than the Blantons, but I'd say maybe overall they kind of go head to head. Blanton's is almost double the price at retail. Pretty hard to find, just like the Blanton's is, especially the closer you get to Kentucky, the harder it is to find. But I prefer the Elmer just a little bit more. I think overall, based off of what I hear in comments and other YouTube channels and so forth dealing with whiskey, I'd say maybe Blanton's is like just a little bit more widely experienced. But it's definitely a unique one. There's like you get it in the nose and also in the taste. There's this sort of really dark ripened fruit, like a prune type of a note, and then this sort of brightness, maybe like a eucalyptus, which is different. It's unique for a single barrel bourbon. The stats here. Let's see here. There's no age statement based off my tasting of it. I bet it's about 6 to 8 years. It's a 93 proof, and retail here in Oregon, this is $60. It's definitely more available here than Kentucky or the East Coast, but it's still a little bit harder to find. The finish is a little bit longer. I'd say medium plus. And after you get sort of that prune and eucalyptus, it goes into our nice, sort of creamy oak, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of caramel, and so forth. It's good. It is really good. I don't love it like the bourbon community as a whole does. I think it's very nice, but it's not my go-to single barrel, especially for the $60 price tag, and especially for the tough availability of it. Okay, Knob Creek single barrel reserve, 9-year. This bad boy is coming in at 120 proof. So, the 10 of you that have watched my previous videos, right, know that I really enjoy the higher proof. I think it has just more flavor, and once you get past a little bit higher alcohol burn, then you're left with more things to chew on and more things to taste. Nose is great on this. It's the balanced nose. It's not hot. It's not heavy for the 120 proof. So like I said, 9 years, Knob Creek, so a Jim Beam product. Really, in my opinion, pretty special. The higher proof gives you a little bit of that alcohol crackle on your tongue at the very first, but there's this really, really nice caramel and apple note to it, and then it has a really beautiful mid palate to finish. Creamy spice, really nice butterscotch to it. I think of the three, it certainly has the most flavor. Obviously you got the much higher proof. It has probably the longest finish, maybe slightly longer than the Blantons. Really, really good. It reminds me a little bit of the George T. Stagg, the Bullet bourbon barrel strength. It has that nice caramel apple, very present note. Of the three, this is my favorite. This is $55 here in Oregon, readily available right off the shelf. You can go get it tomorrow. This would be my pick of the three. If I'm looking for more of a value, $30 and under, you can't go wrong with this Evan Williams single barrel. I think it's a great pick. Some others, like I already mentioned, Elmer G. Lee, Henry McKenna, 10-year single barrel bottle and bond. That's a great go-to. Those are just much harder to find, right? Colonel E.H. Taylor out of Buffalo Trace again. That single barrel is fantastic. That's much more expensive. I think that's pushing 70. A little bit harder to find as well. So for readily available, these two are a great pick. By no means am I saying the Blantons isn't good. It is. It's very good, and not very often do I get a heavy prune sweetness slash eucalyptus that is really unique and fun to taste. But hard to find, and I think the hype's got it a little bit further ahead than what it actually is. Very good, but the hype would make you think it's unbelievable. It's just really good for me. These two, great value, single barrel bourbon here in the Evan Williams. Like I said, the Knob Creek at 120 proof, single barrel, 9 years, price tag about $55, so a little bit higher, but still reasonable. Really, really nice buy here, nice find, very flavorful. One of my favorites now. This today was actually the first time I've ever tried it, and I'll be buying it again and again. Okay, Whiskey Society episode 7. That's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for watching. Always remember, share your whiskey, enjoy the moment, work hard, whisk easy, take care. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everybody. Cheers.